Hello guys, TM here. Today I'm going to be reviewing Horizon Zero Dawn, which is a open world RPG adventure game. Horizon Zero Dawn is a jaw-dropping game that I absolutely love. The story of Horizon Zero Dawn is about Aloy being outcasted due to her being motherless. This is when she is adopted by a father figure called Rust, who teaches her how to survive in the wild. At an early age, Ross informs Aloy that in order to be accepted in Mother's heart, she must pass through the proving. Although the proving will be difficult, Aloy is determined to be accepted by the people who once shunned her away. Years pass by and Aloy is now prepared to partake in the proving. She is disliked by the people in Mother's heart, but Aloy ignores them and continues to prove them wrong. In the proving, Aloy ends up winning the trial where she is ambushed by an unknown group where many tragedies occur and Aloy finds out a new goal to search for. In order to progress in Horizon Zero Dawn, the player must travel through different environments and landscapes to go to the location which further progresses the story. As the player walks through the world, they find different bystanders who they assist in their needs. I enjoyed the side missions as they didn't feel meaningless or boring, as all of them had a purpose that made me feel like I have made an impact on a character's life. An example can be a woman informing us to search for her brother who is mentally ill and hasn't returned due to the voices in his head telling him to hurt people. Once we have found the brother, he attempts to get rid of himself as he wishes harm on nobody. We successfully talk the brother out of his attempt to jump. This is when the sister arrives as they both discuss and come to a conclusion that the brother will stay as an outcast while the sister will come to him every day to keep him company. While traveling these long distances, the player is able to collect items through the fields, enemies and other areas which we can use to buy, upgrade, craft or even sell items. We are able to buy new weapons, armor, replenish ammo as well as other things. Once we buy the item, we can then upgrade our weapons and armor through mods which add bonus effects to your items. We can also craft things such as increasing our capacity for items as well as crafting ammo for your weapons. The player is also able to sell unnecessary stuff they don't need to gain salvage. I was satisfied with this decision as it did not feel very grindy to where I was forced to constantly loot or defeat the same enemy again and again. Shooting wild animals and collecting items from their body was also satisfying as it reminded me a bit like I was back in Far Cry. The gameplay of Horizon Zero Dawn can be played in many different ways as the skill tree provides many different options to mix and experiment with. If I were to break it down, there are two basic ways to play this game. The first way is to focus on melee combat. Player is given a light attack and a heavy attack that breaks shields or stun enemies. The player is also able to use the melee weapons to stealth kill enemies or critical strikes when the enemy is stunned. However, one thing I wish the game had is the ability to move the bodies of human enemies when killing them, as it would make stealth sessions a bit more enjoyable. The second way is to play the game from a long range distance. These can be from many unique traps the player is able to scatter around waiting for the enemies to walk right on it. There are also different weapons that can be used. Some examples are bows that deal precise damage to break shield parts or finish the enemies, slingshots that deal a area of effect damage, and rope caster that pin down an enemy that cannot escape for a short duration. There are also elements that further enhance the weapons as different elements affect different enemies in a unique way. Some examples can be corruption that makes the target go hostile and attacks his own allies, shocks that paralyze enemies, and freeze that slows movements and increases damage taken. I feel like the visuals don't even need an introduction as the gameplay and the background speak for themselves. The game is absolutely beautiful. Although I was not able to play the game at max settings, the game is still more than enough to impress me. I've had a few frame drops during the game, however it was not enough to get me killed during a fight or be unbearable. I also had no bugs or crash during the game. In conclusion, Horizon Zero Dawn is a perfect game with just minor problems that can be patched in a minor update, and I am glad that I finally had the chance to play the game. I will be giving Horizon Zero Dawn a 10 out of 10 and encourage everyone to play this game. Thank you guys for watching my video. I hope you liked my review and be sure to expect more coming. I'll see you guys in the next video. TM out.